Hey everybody, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am going to be playing Cthulhu, Death May Die. I'm playing with a new investigator. I've never played with him before. His name is Dawn. He has Arcane Mastery and Toughness. And I'm hoping that will help me survive because I'm going to be going up against Cthulhu as the big bad. Cthulhu also brings the Star Spawn with him, who's another bad enemy. I've gone ahead and set it up. This is Season 1, Episode 2. It's called Tomes of Madness. Let me read you the description. It says, the catacombs under the Wallace estate are said to be cursed. Old Horace Wallace had a bad reputation of trafficking with vile forces, collecting forbidden tomes, and being a sorcerer. Probably why cultists are doing their thing down there. Cultists never talk, so maybe we'll just kill them and search their body for answers. Somehow that seems quicker. Alright, so in this scenario, what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm supposed to be taking out the cultists. And when I do, I can loot their bodies. I'll make a roll, and if I'm successful, I will pick one of these 8 random, 8 random tokens down here that I've randomized. They are in pairs. They have symbols on them. And I have to get 2 of a certain symbol in order to claim a book. There are 4 books that are scattered around the area. 1, 2, 3, and 4. When I get 2 tokens, I can claim a book. And when I claim the book, and when I claim 2 books, I disrupt the ritual. Now, Cthulhu cannot be damaged until the ritual is ended, but he can be summoned to the board at a certain point in the game. So it's in my best interest to find these tokens and get the cultists defeated and get these tokens. So we'll cross the bridge once I defeat a token or a cultist, loot their body, and stuff like that. In the meantime, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shuffle the Mythos deck. This deck consists of cards for the location or the scenario, and then cards for the big bad, which in this case is Cthulhu. So there's a mix here. And what I'm specifically not wanting to see are those big red circles, because when you get 3 of them, when you draw the cards, Cthulhu will advance. And if he advances too far, I'm in trouble, and he becomes real, and he can do damage to me, but he can't be damaged until I end the ritual. I drew a random card for Dawn's, for his mental illness. He has hypochondria. It says, when I hit one of these red spots on his tracker, it says I take 1 stress for each wound you have. If you have no wounds, you heal all your stress. Don't count wounds on companions. All right, so I'll put that here. And it is the way it goes is the turn has a number of sequences. It goes investigator, me, then I draw a Mythos card. Then I investigate or fight. If I'm in a space without an enemy, I can investigate and draw one of these investigate cards here. Or discovery cards. If there is an enemy there, the enemy will attack me. So these discovery cards are usually, I'd say 90% of the time, they're beneficial. You want to get them. So ending a turn in an empty space or defeating all the monsters in your space is usually a good thing to do. Alright, so on my first turn, and by the way, I'm level 1 on Relentless. It says if you have any wounds, you have 1 free reroll on all rolls except against yourself, meaning basically an enemy hurting you. Arcane Mastery, when making any roll, I can count an Elder Sign, that, as a success. And my Toughness says you have 1 free reroll when attacked or rolling for fire. Alright, let's get going. So for my 3 actions, I begin here. And I don't have a weapon to shoot out, and I don't have a sneak ability. So when I move through spaces, if I don't defeat the bad guys and I move through the space, they will follow me. Basically, Dawn just is going to be attacking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move into this space for 1 action. I am going to fight for my remaining 2. When I fight, I roll 2 black dice and any green that I have at the time. No, you roll 3 black dice, excuse me, and plus any green. Now, right now, I don't have any green dice because I have no bonuses, anything like that. So what I'm looking for is exclamation marks. which are successes. I got 1, 2 successes, and an insanity. I'm going to burn a stress to re-roll this one. And by the way, the cultists have 2 health. So I've got 2 successes to defeat 1. So maybe, but I don't want all this insanity. So I did get it. I'm going to burn a stress to re-roll these. You can re-roll 1 die, sorry. Is it 1 stress per re-roll? On any roll, you may take stress to re-roll 1 die. Yeah, so let me re-roll this one again, and I'm hoping for a star, and I didn't get it. So I'm going to go ahead and defeat this cultist, and that will be, and I take a sanity, so I move that up 1. And then for my third and final action, I'm going to roll the dice again and try to defeat that one. Oh, and by the way, you're supposed to lay these flat, indicating you can loot them. I got 1 success. I will burn a stress to try to get another success. And I did. One elder sign will count as a success, so these 2 are down. That is the end of my turn. Now I draw a mythos card. I did get the red circle. 3 of these, and not good. So it says, everyone with a terrified condition must choose one of the following. I do not have a terrified, so this does not trigger. I just put it down here as a reminder that 1 out of the 3 is in place. It is now the investigator fight. There are no enemies, no living enemies in my spot, so I get to draw a discovery card. I got the old book. Bound in old skin, probably leather. You may take 2 stress to claim the Bible. If you don't, you claim the terrified condition. Well, shoot, I don't have 2 stress to take. I only have 1. So, I have to take the terrified. And the terrified says, when you claim this card, shuffle 2 forbidden knowledge tokens you are carrying back into the pile. I don't have any forbidden knowledge tokens. So, that's okay. And there are ways to get rid of this, but right now, that's not good. The forbidden tokens are, like I said, they're these ones that I'm trying to collect. That is the end of investigator fight. You resolve end of turn, which is basically check to see if there are 3, and there are not, and now it is my turn. So, as an action, I'm going to try to loot these bodies. It says, while you're in a space, make a roll. If you get 2 plus successes, remove the body and draw a forbidden token. So I need 2 successes. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to rest for 1 action. I can heal up to 3 stress or health or any combination, to max of 3. So I healed my stress. Here we go. I got 1 success, 2 successes, and a sanity. I'm going to take that. I'll move my sanity up, and I get one of these tokens. I'll pick one at random. I got this one, which is this symbol, which is, where is that one? All the way over here. So I will put that on my board, and then I remove the cultist. Now I'm going to do the second, or my third and final one, because remember I rested. I'm going to try to loot that cultist. And I got 1 success, 2, and I got 2 sanity, but I'm going to move a stress to try to re-roll this one. And I got, again, I'm going to burn another stress to try to, I don't want to take all this sanity. There we go. Now I've got 2 successes, so I could burn, I'm going to burn 1 to try to get rid of this insanity. And I did. So I looted this one. I didn't get the same one. No, I got a different, I got the one up there. So I've got these 2 books. 1 token each for those 2, and that is the end of my turn. Let's see. That was all 3. Wow, that went fast. Okay, so now I draw a mythos card. I got another red circle. Each investigator loses 2 sanity for each tome they are carrying. I'm not carrying any. Investigators not carrying tomes take 2 stress instead. Well, I don't have 2 stress, but I will take the maximum. Some cards will say, for each stress you can't take, you take a wound. This one does not, so I just max out my stress. Now I investigator fight because there's nobody in my space. I got the spectacles. Again, if you may take 2 stress to claim the spectacles. If you don't, claim the terrified. When you claim, shuffle 2 forbidden knowledge tokens back into the pile. Man! All right, so got another one of those. So basically, both of these go back in the pile. It's like I didn't do anything. So I got to go hunt more cultists. All right, and then end of turn. There are 2 out, so it is now my turn. Well, let's let's go here. Actually, let's rest. 1, 2, 3. We'll move. And we'll fight. So I'm going to roll 3 dice. I got 3 successes. So this one is down. So I rested, I moved, and I fought. So that is all I can do. Draw a Mythos card. Did not get a red this turn. If Cthulhu is on the board, each investigator loses a sanity. If he is on the track, each investigator takes 2 stress. 1, 2. For every stress you cannot take a wound. There you go. That's one of the ones I was talking about. So these cards just basically stay down here and do not get shuffled back in until I draw 3 of the red. My turn. I will rest. I will loot. I got 1 success, 2, and I'll take a sanity. I'm trying not to burn my stress. And this guy goes away, and I get to draw one of these. I'll draw this one, which is up there. And I have, let's see, I rested, I looted, and now I can move. So let's go, we can move 1. Well, I could go through this secret. Let's go here, and we'll be done. I draw a Mythos card. No red. If there are 2 or more Ryla spaces adjacent at the end of the turn, advance him on the track as if there were 3. So there are not 2, so I don't have to worry about that. And now I draw a Discovery card. The Locket. A heart-shaped locket with the initials HW inside. You may lose 2 sanity to claim it if you don't claim the Terrified. Well, I better claim it. So I lose 2 sanity. Well, when you hit a red dot on the sanity track, you stop. You may lose 2 sanity. So I got the old locket. It says discard this card to heal 2 wounds and all your stress. Not bad. But because I triggered my sanity, I have to trigger hypochondria. Take 1 stress for each wound. If you have no wounds, heal all your stress. I'm no stress and no wounds, so I don't have to worry about it. I also get to level up one of my skills. So I'm going to level up Arcane Mastery, which lets me... actually, do I want to do Toughness? Instead, you may reduce wounds and loss of sanity by 1 when attacked or rolling for fire. Let's do that. I'll take that one on my next one. Okay, let's see. I just did the... I did that. I drew the locket. It is now end of turn. There are still 2 out. It's my turn. I will move. I don't need to rest. I will move. I will fight. I got 1 success, 2, and I'm going to spend a stress to try to get rid of this. And I did. Do I want to spend a stress to try to get rid of that? No. I'll move that up. I did defeat him. I moved. I fought. Now I will try to loot the body. Let's roll for 2 successes. Come on. 1. I need to spend a stress to burn this one. I got it. But I also took a sanity. I'm not going to try to fight that because I keep getting these discovery cards, and most of the time you need to stress twice. So I looted him. And let me mix these up really good. And I'll pick up another one. I got a different symbol, so that's okay. Moved, looted, or fought, loot. So I'm done. That's the end of my turn. Draw a Mythos. There we go. There's your red dot. Everyone with a terrified condition, I do, must choose. Take 2 stress. You must be able to take 2 stress. Discard a companion or item card. Lose 1 sanity per terrified condition. Well, I have 2. I don't want to do that. So I could take 2 stress. I will take 2 stress, and that goes here. All right, now I'm on it. Before we do the resolve into turn, I get to do investigator fight. There's nobody on my space, so I will draw a card. The Otherworldly Knowledge, a rotting tome on how to mend bodily damage. You may claim 2 sanity to claim the spell of Vorish. Spell says when you rest, heal 1 additional stress or wound. Otherwise, I have to take the Terrified. Man, I've got so many Terrified here, and I can't get rid of these tokens. So I'm forced to do it. I'll lose 2 sanity. I claim the spell. Now, I triggered a red, so I do hypochondria. Take 1 stress for each wound. I have no wounds. If you have no wounds, heal all your stress. So my stress goes down to 0. And now we do end of turn. So I shuffle these back in first, and then Cthulhu will advance. All right, let's try it. All right, so he advances. Now, his level 1 says, when he advances, put a Ryla token on your space. That's this green token. Put it on your space. If there's already one there, put it in the nearest space that doesn't have one. Summon a cultist on each Ryla space. So a cultist appears here. Move the star spawn 1 space towards you. If it's not here, summon it at blue. Well, now it's here. Okay. That was the advance stage, and now it is the start of the turn. There is a cultist here. I need to fight him. I will attack. I get +1 green die because I'm on this 2nd stress level, and it gives me a green finally. I got 3 successes and an insanity. I want to try to get rid of this insanity. I did not. I'm going to take 1 more stress and try to get rid of it. I did. So he goes down. Now I'm going to try and loot the body. So I get to roll the 3 plus the green. Remove the body. When you make a roll. When you get 2 successes. Okay. All right. Ooh, I got 3 successes and a sanity. I'll take the sanity. And I will remove that and take a token. I still don't have a match. Okay. So I attacked. I looted. I've got 1 more action. I will... Do I want to move? I don't want to move into a space because I can investigate. I'm not going to move. I'm going to take a rest and take away all my stress. All right. End of the turn. I take a Mythos card. Rise of the Undead. Take the nearest cultist body and stand it back up. There are none. If there are no bodies on the board, summon a ghoul at the nearest unclaimed home. All right. So the nearest unclaimed home would be this one. All right, that's good. Now I get to discover a card because there's no enemies on my space. The Mask of the Damned. A mask with a haunting gaze. You may take 3 stress to claim the mask. If you don't, claim the ancient spirit. The Burial Mask says you may take 1 stress to move 1 enemy from your space to an, so you can move them away. Or the Ancient Spirit says at the end of each of your turns, lose a sanity. The Ancient Spirit may only take a wound if it would kill you. The companion cannot be traded. No, I don't want that. So I will take 3 stress. 1, 2, 3. And I put this over here. And it says I can take a stress to remove 1 enemy from your spot, which is not bad. All right, let's do this. That was the discovery draw. End of turn. There's no reds yet, so we're good to go. It is my turn. Take 3 actions. Let's rest for 1. I will move. There are 2 enemies now. Now, oh man, and there's only 1 more cultist. The cultist will spawn, but so far I haven't spawned any. I need cultists to draw these tokens. So while I can, I will... You know what? Hold on. Since I don't have the book, I need to go to the consult. But if I come down here, I got to deal with this bad boy. Wow. No cultist. Man, I need some cultists. This is getting itchy. I guess I could fight the ghouls because might as well remove enemies, right? But let's go to this one. We'll go 1, 2. So that's a move. I rested, I moved, now I'll fight. I roll 3 black and 1 green. I got 2 6. The ghouls have 2 health. I got 2, but I also got 2 insanity. I'm gonna burn a 1 to get rid of this. I did. I'm gonna burn 1 more to try to get rid of this. And I did. So the ghoul is defeated. That is the end of my turn. That was 3. I rested, I moved, and I fought. Okay, draw a card. A red. All right, move the nearest ghoul 2 spaces towards you. 1, 2. If you have the terrified condition, move it directly to your space instead. Well, there we go. Now, summon a ghoul at red, all the way over here. And that is the end of the Mythos card phase. Now I have to fight. The ghoul rolls 2 green and 1 black and will attack me. He got 2 successes, so that is 2 wounds, 1, 2, and that is his turn. Now, I could discard the old locket to heal 2 wounds and all stress. I'm going to do that right now. Well, when you rest, heal 1 additional stress or wound. Well, that's good too. Let's hold on to the locket. We'll hold on to it. All right, so he fought me. And now, end of turn, there's only 1 red. It is now my turn. I will hit him. 3 black dice and 1 green. And he has 2 health. I got 2 successes and an insanity. I will burn a stress to try to reroll this one. And I rolled a hit. So he is destroyed. That was my first turn. Second turn, I will rest. It says, when you rest, you may heal 1 additional stress or wound. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I heal 1 additional, and I'll heal my 1 additional wound. So I'm back to good health. All right, that was my second turn. And then for my third turn, you may take a stress to move 1 enemy from your space. All right, so I'm going to do this. This may be risky. My burial mask will let me take a stress to move an enemy. So I'm going to move into here and move him out on my next turn. So I'm going to move 1, 2. I could go in here and just move him out now, but then this guy will get to attack me, and I don't want that. So I fought, I rested, and I moved. I'm done. Draw a Mythos card. We have a red. Second one. Everyone with a terrified must choose one of the options. Take 2 stress, discard a companion, or lose 1 sanity per terrified condition. Well, I have to take the 2 stress. I have no choice. And there's number 2. All right, I am in a spot by myself, so I can get a discovery card. A curved knife. You may claim the dagger. If you have the burial mask, I do. I thought I did. Yeah, I do. If you have the burial mask or the strange ring, you may discard one of them to claim Horus. Horus says, while you have him, you may take 2 wounds to automatically add 2 successes to any roll you make. 2 wounds. I could take 2 to add 2 successes. That's not bad. But the dagger, when you kill a cultist or monster, you may lose 1 sanity to... I don't like that. But I have to discard the burial mask. If you have it, you may discard one of them to claim Horus. Horus says I can take 2 wounds to automatically add 2 successes to any roll. That's not bad. I will do that. I'm going to get rid of the mask, and I will take Horus. So we will scoop that up, and there. And Horus has 3 health, so I can also assign damage to him. So it's like you have an ally. All right, drew the card. End of the turn. There are only 2, so it's my turn. I am going to rest. Move. Oh, I can't move the enemy. The mask allowed me to move 1 out. Ugh. Okay. I'm going to rest. Heal all 3. I'm going to move for my second action. For my third action, I'm going to attack the spawn, which is... Ooh, he has 7 health. Okay. I will attack him. I roll 3 dice. I rested, I moved, now I'm going to attack. And 1 green. And Horus will let me take 2 wounds to add 2 successes. So let's see what we do. Or do I want to attack the cultist first? Because he's easier to kill. Yeah, because then I'll have 2 coming out. Let's attack the cultist. I'll attack the cultist. I got 2 successes, 3. He is down. And that is all I can do. All right, end of the turn. I I draw a Mythos card. We didn't have a red. If there are 2 or more Rylus spaces adjacent to each other, there's not. There's 1. So this goes under here. We don't have to worry about it. But now the Star Spawn will attack me with 3 black dice. Now, I can use my stress to alter these. I can also use Horus. Remember, it says you may take 2 wounds to automatically... Well, no, never mind. Can't do that. I got 1 success, 2. So he's going to do 2 damage to me. I could discard the old locket to heal 2 wounds and all my stress. I'll take the 2 wounds. 1, 2. That's fine. All right. And then we look, there are two reds, so I don't have to worry about that right now. It is now my turn. I can't loot the body. I can only fight. So I'll loot him hopefully after I kill this thing. So I will attack. I get 3 black and 1 green. I've got 3 successes. That will work. 3 damage on him. Where are my damage tokens? Here they are. 3 out of 7. Second action. 1, 2, 3 successes. I'm gonna. I could. Oh, you know what? I can take 2 wounds. I could take 2 wounds to give me 2 extra successes, which will kill him. I'll be near death, but I can rest on my third action. Let's do that. I will add 2 successes by taking 2 wounds. 1, 2. He's destroyed. And when attacking or being attacked while in a Rylus space, you add 2 sanity. So I wasn't in one of those spaces, thankfully. All right, so that was it. I've got 1 more action. I will rest. I can heal. It says when you rest, you can heal 1 additional stress or wound, so I can heal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fully healed with the spell of Boorish, and that is the end of my turn. Draw a Mythos card. No red. If Cthulhu is on the board, he's not. If he's on track, each investigator takes 2 stress. For every stress you can't take a wound. Well, I can take stress. And then finally, I investigate a fight. I'm by myself, so I draw the Shrine of Bones. You may take 2 stress to claim the incense, or you claim Terrified. Well, I'll have to take the 2 stress. You may discard this card before you are attacked. 1 monster or cultist in your space does not attack. That's a good one. All right. All right, I try to keep these videos under 30 minutes, so I will pick this up in the next video. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me for this game of Cthulhu Death May Die. I'll be back very soon with the next episode. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.